Aiken State Park. Wildlife vending area. Yeah. Yeah. There's probably some animals in here, maybe some snakes. There you go. See my little boy running around with his little mask on. We are here at the state park. My wife there in the yellow, and my sister-in-law and my niece. We're coming out here for the park for the first time to explore and to see what is all out here. Now at this park, one of the main attractions is this lake here that you can see that people are enjoying. As you look at my wife and her sister looking at their phones, you can see that we did not have a map. So always make sure that you prepare yourself and bring a map when you go on a trail. It'll keep you from having to waste time trying to figure out what's going on. But as you see, they do have the maps on your phone, which you can use, and is very helpful. You ready to go? So this here is the start of the trail. This is probably one of the most interesting trails out of any of the state parks I've ever been on. And I will explain more as we get into the video. As you can see, myself here as well as my family, we are wearing masks. We are still very much trying to be careful with the COVID-19 that's out, but we're still want to go out and try to enjoy time out here in the great outdoors. Now you can barely see it here, but you can see these really blue dragonfly things here. I don't know exactly what their names are. You can kind of see it right there. Very interesting to see they were all over the trail as we were walking in the park. Now, this is one of the many boardwalks that you will see as you go on the trail. A lot of the trail is very muddy, and something that you have to keep in mind as you're walking on the trail. It's not really maintained and kept up the way a lot of the other parks are, but you can still enjoy and see some nice things out on the trail, but you just got to be prepared to come in contact with some areas where it's really muddy and it's not really kept up the way I think it should be. When I saw this mushroom, it reminded me of the Super Mario video game that me and my brothers used to play all the time.
Yeah.
And of course, here's my son, who kind of got scolded because I did not want him touching that mushroom, but he's young. This is our first walk in the state park since the 2019 virus. It's real good to be out here in the open with my family. This is at the Aiken State Park, and it's pretty nice. It's really good to be out here in the open. No. I was really disappointed that I had to stop making my videos for a little bit as a result of this virus, but it's really good to be out here, to hear the sound of the birds, nature, see the insects and things of that nature. It's hot and muggy, but I'll take this any day. Huh? Ah! Please excuse my little boy's Mickey Mouse underwear. Now, this is when the trail begins to get really, really muddy, I should say. You can see how high the water is. And on this trail, it doesn't look like it's really, really kept up. You can look at my shoes here and you can see just how muddy they are. But the trail is not really kept up, but it's still a good time. You can still have a good time out there, but you just got to know what you're going to get into when you go out there. Another good thing that you can do out here is kayaking, but it was closed due to the COVID-19. So to be honest with you, the Aiken State Park was not one of my favorites, but I still believe you can have an enjoyable time out with your family, your friends, and your loved ones. But I also believe you need to go at the right time. As I told you before, one of the main things that made it less enjoyable was the fact when we was going through the trail, parts of the trail was very, very muddy, and you can get your clothes really, really messed up, which is fine because you're outdoors, but it just needs to be something that you are aware of, especially if you have young children. I had to carry my son, pick him up. I was not able to film that, videotape that, because I was so focused on making sure I did not fall and to make sure that my son was safe. But that's just something to keep in mind. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't want to discourage you from going to the state park, the Aiken State Park. I do believe you can have a great time. It just wasn't one of my favorites, but I believe that especially if with the kayak and if it was open, it was closed due to the COVID-19. It's still a very, very enjoyable park, but because of what's going on with the virus, you couldn't go out there. So I wanted to encourage you to, hey, go out there and check it out for yourself and see what your thoughts are. I would love to hear your comments. And as always, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Take care. God bless.